fulfillment time and shipping. You want to make sure when you choose any publishing house or self-publishing house or a self-publishing site that you find out not only from what they say on the site, but find out from other authors that already use that site or company, or from the forums. Just look on the forums and get some feedback on how long it takes for the book to get printed and shipped to both you and the customer. Book quality, it is an important consideration, but it's less important these days, typically because print-on-demand quality is as good as anything you're going to find in a bookstore from the mass market printers these days. So book quality is pretty good. I mean, when I was at Lulu, it was 99.9 something percent. So again, it's a good quality book that results from the POD processes these days. Bookstores, it may be a consideration of yours, especially if you're trying to address a local market only or primarily, that you're going to want to see if the bookstores can order your book from, say, a Lightning source or an Ingram, something like that. But that's becoming less of a factor, but still, for certain authors, it's important. I would not make it a primary factor, again, unless your book is only going to appeal to a local audience, because you're very rarely ever going to make any money by selling through the brick-and-mortar bookstores, nor will you be getting a lot of visibility and eyeballs through these brick-and-mortar bookstores, because the whole industry is changing, and the traffic to those bookstores is declining overall over the last few years. And very importantly, customer service. I can't overemphasize that, because when you make a choice with one of these older establishments like iUniverse or Lightning Source, you actually may have an agent that you can call, a representative, to help answer questions. You can't do that when you publish through CreateSpace or Lulu, so it's something to think about. You'll have to do everything online, and it may take time because they do get overwhelmed. Believe me, I knew from when I worked there that, again, we would process thousands of books per day, and authors would have questions, and it's not always a fast response that an author will receive. Here's a list of some of the self-publishing providers that you should know about. Lulu is still one of the leaders in this space. Again, I worked there, started with Lulu in 2002, but around 2006, CreateSpace came on board. They're actually owned by Amazon. Amazon bought both CreateSpace, which is a self-publishing site for musicians and filmmakers and authors, but they also bought BookSearch, which is a printer that performs all of the print-on-demand manufacturing for all the books that are printed through CreateSpace and the print-on-demand books that are pushed into Amazon as well from CreateSpace. So again, it's a compelling option, and sometimes it's more advantageous actually to use CreateSpace, say, versus Lulu. But again, it depends on your situation and the considerations that we talked about earlier and that we're going to talk about later in this presentation.